Hey you, it's Be the Prophet here, and I'm ready to guide you through a law of attraction reading. Welcome if this is your first time joining, and welcome back if it's not. I appreciate each and every light being joining this meeting. Follow me now in this infinite moment for a message for the collective and individuals. Set an intention for this meeting. You already know what you want the reading to clarify. You attracted this reading, and I'm cooperating with you. It's mutually beneficial. As I'm pulling the cards, use your intuition as well. Let us know any additional connections you made in the comments below the video, and the collective will benefit from the collective intuition. This is a body, mind, and spirit message addressing the basic human needs for self-actualization, aligned with the 7 chakras as well. Let's start with why Spirit has called this meeting. We already have cards on the table. We have the Knight of Cups, the Temperance card, the Queen of Wands, and the Empress. Okay, now the Nine of Cups, I believe, was in the excuse me, the actualization position. Let me just take a little sip of my beverage while you take a look at the card. I was going to say was in the position, the actualization position, which is aligned to the throat chakra, when I got all choked up in my throat. So there may be something to that, perhaps. Perhaps you got all choked up in your throat with the last actualization. I don't know. But Spirit would like to bring into focus that same energy, the 9 of water, which is a flirtatious and fickle type of energy. I heard there's more. Charming. It's charming. That's what I heard. So in this position is now aligned with the crown chakra. The current focus of your mind is balance. This is similar to the Temperance card in traditional decks. It's a card of Sagittarius. Open-minded. The Temperance card talks about blending ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. So the feeling I'm getting is to mention that if someone gives you advice, what you're meant to do is take that advice, add it to, if you want, add it to the sum of everything you know and therefore are, and make it your own. But the current focus of your mind is I can make the most of my talents and allow myself to grow. Making the most of your talents and allowing yourself to grow is the current focus of your mind. In the position of body, this is, or how you are feeling, whether it's on a cellular level, unconscious, subconscious, below the surface, the energy of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is fire. The Queen of Wands is fire incarnate. No, the Queen of Wands is fiery. The Queen of Wands is about action. Movement. Luck. The Queen of Wands is the most talented of the queens. She is brilliant, no gender. Queens are feminine energy in that they allow instead of act. This card is saying to never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. Okay, so the feeling I'm getting behind what I'm saying, the pictures, the short movies, all of these things, is that you may have acted too soon and on something. You may have acted too soon. So instead of waiting for the inspiration to come while you are in a place of joy, that's how you know when your inspiration is from spirit, from the divine, from the universe, instead of from your ego, for example, is you're in joy when you get it, or you feel joy when you get it. So either way, you're in joy with inspired action. So take care not to act too soon, because then you're doing doing too much. That's what I heard. Okay, in the position, excuse me, in the position of security, how you're feeling about your sense of security, we have the Empress card. This aligns with the sacral chakra. I don't think there could be a better card in the position. Did I say sacral? I meant root. This aligns with the root chakra. So there is no better energy in this position. Well, I guess the most secure would be the Emperor, but this is the feminine energy to that. Now, the security position as well as the health position clarify the body, clarify the Queen of Fire. So we have the Empress clarifying the Queen of Fire. The Queen of Fire is the closest, in my opinion. The Empress is all the queens in one, but she behaves like the Queen of Fire at her best. So your feeling about your sense of security is that you are allowing something to grow. Like you're on the other side of a tower moment, and the tower is completely repaired, and now you can return to nurturing the abundance that you are and therefore have. And then we have the Queen of Cups coming out to say, to challenge what I said about the Queen of Wands, because I guess you could say that the Empress behaves, well, I said the Queen of Fire at her best, which would be a combination of the Queen of Water and the Queen of Fire. So the Queen of Water is in the position of health. Oh, I was asked to look at the bottom of the deck, and we have the moon. For some reason, I'm looking at the Seven of Water. So I'm thinking that the Seven of Water is talking about obscuring obscurity, like obscuring information. There's also towers in this card. But anyway, I was talking about the Queen of Water being in the position of the health. This aligns with the sacral chakra, and the it's what needs to be taken care of, either nurtured or cut out. Ouch. My glasses were hurting my nose. Either nurtured or cut out. But you would want to nurture the energy of the Queen of Cups, because that energy is loving and compassionate. Sometimes the Queen of Cups can be self-sacrificing, which is why she needs the energy of the Queen of Wands. So we have the Empress and the Queen of Cups clarifying the Queen of Wands. So that's a good card. And then we had the Seven of Water come out in the position of esteem. This aligns with the solar plexus chakra and would be your best quality and skill. So it sounds like your best quality and skill is to obscure your feelings, or not make your feelings known. And then the Moon card came out. Interesting, because it was on the bottom of the deck, and this is how I shuffle. Wow, interesting. The Moon card found its way out as the very next card. I didn't even notice. I was looking over here at the Queen of Cups. Both the Queen of Cups and the Moon are about intuition. The Moon is in the position of belonging, which is aligned with the heart chakra and how you create the love you need for the actualization. It says, listen to your intuition. Pay attention to the signs from the divine. And I'm noticing the dog and the wolf. There's a whole story about the dog and the wolf. About at certain times of the day, you cannot tell a dog from a wolf. So it's a dangerous time of day. But in this card, the dog and the wolf look nothing alike. So that's interesting, because I don't think that's the case in other decks. The dog and the wolf look similar. And you can tell them apart because one is howling at the moon and one is not. But in this card, the two are looking at each other. Like they're both tamed, or possibly the wolf is not staying because he's in a walking position, whereas the dog is in a sitting position. So maybe there are dogs and there are wolves in your life. My position is you are the wolf, but wolves aren't bad. They're just dogs who need to be free. And they do free stuff. But they certainly are not bad. And there's so much that we can learn from wolves, can we not? About the pack animal and, the alphas and the betas and the, what's the other one? It's not zeta, it's omega. Anyway, I don't know that much about wolves. I guess I could learn a few more things about wolves. But in the position of the actualization, which is aligned with the throat chakra, we have the 3 of air. So this is how you will be expressing yourself in the actualization. Let go of the past. So this is personal growth that comes from challenges and healing misunderstandings. Let's see if we can get words of wisdom from Spirit to further clarify the reading. By the way, the moon and the 7 of water are clarifying the balance card. It's interesting because if you just look at these cards, they're almost the same thing. Well, I guess if this were a 2 of cups, but it looks more, no, these 2 cards look like the same thing. I mean, we have the angel. Look what they're wearing. They're wearing very similar outfits. And then the 7 of cups, each cup has one of the rainbow colors that, like, he combined them in the 2 cups. And they're different colors. The cups are, like, these are glass and these are gold. They're bigger. So it's like all of the obscure details are being combined to make a rainbow. The moon is a card of Pisces. Getting from this card free and sensual and sensitive. That's what Pisces is like, similar to the Knight of Water, what we were saying. Those are words that might you might describe a charismatic person as free and sensual and sensitive, right? And then the words of wisdom are never judge another. The rest of that saying and what I just heard was, lest ye be judged. Never judge another, lest ye be judged. I feel like I was just talking about the other day, never say never, because when you say never, you almost always end up with the thing. So if you judge someone like, I would never, be in a relationship where the person was cheating on me, next thing you know, you're in the relationship with the person cheating. And whether you decide to leave when another person didn't decide to leave, you're still in that relationship. You called it in to you. So don't focus. You create your own reality. And you can deliberately create a reality that you will enjoy, or you can just randomly create a reality. So my point is, focus on what you do want, not what you don't want, because you're creating, because you're a creator. So whatever you focus on is what you bring into your creation. Focus on what you want. Focus on what you enjoy. Don't judge others. You can just say, I was gonna say you can just think, I don't want that. But I've had experiences where I just said I didn't want that, and next thing you know, I was doing that, and I'm like, wait a minute, I need to stay away from people, because they put ideas into your head that weren't there before, and then you have those things and you're creating those things in your own life. But what I realized is that people also put things in my life, put ideas in my head that I absolutely love and wouldn't have known about if it wasn't for other people, right? And so then when I found myself, in those situations, and I didn't put a lot of energy to it. So my point was, make it soft. If you're going to say, well, I don't want that for myself, make it soft, and then let it go. Don't focus on it, because it might come a little bit, or it might come on your next TV show and happen to your favorite character or something like that, which is so much easier to deal with than you really going in and talking about it for a long time and ending up in that exact same situation. So in the times where I just said, well, I wouldn't like that, then I found myself in those situations. It was actually beautiful, and I was like, this isn't so bad. I don't necessarily want it for myself, but it's not something that I don't like. It's something that I'm neutral about, and then it's over with. But I might have loved it. I didn't know. So it was a good thing that other people exist, putting ideas in our head that we can create with. But it's up to us to not judge it as so harshly if it's not happening to us. It's just a matter of fact. I don't want that, but go on. This is your story, or not even listening to the story if it's painful for you. You can do something else and not focus on it at all. In the position of the answer, which is aligned with the intuitive chakra or the brow chakra, we have the 8 of Fire. The 8 of Fire says, I create my own success. That's what you're meant to learn. You create your own success. I am going to get a clarifier because I just thought of it for this 3 of air in the actualization position. I wonder if this deck is ready to talk. It seemed like it was calling to me, wanting to come off the bench. And let's see if it'll give us any clarification on this 3 of air, which is talking about personal growth. I mean, it's the sun. So here we are, most of us, including me, judge the 3 of air, 3 of swords, as not a good card. It's, you know, the card that comes out when people say that you're in a third-party relationship. Probably that's why that was coming out, not that you might be in one. But it's the card of heartbreak. It's normally depicted as a heart with a sword stabbed into it. In this card, the depiction, the illustration gives a different message, and I read the message that this card is giving. The intentions that the author had are important. But if you were judging this card, this is your manifestation, this is your actualization, this is who you will be in the moment when your manifestation comes into your realization. The clarifier is the sun. Any card could have come out of this deck, but the happiest card in the deck is what came out. That's what you're meant to learn. You create your own success. That's what the sun card is telling us. I'm just speechless. That's what I have for now. Take this message however it resonates for you. Look forward to the components of this message showing up in the coming hours, days, and weeks in different ways. Your spirit will talk to you and say, there it is, there it is. That's what I just heard. That's how the law of attraction works. Until next time, remember, you and you alone create your reality. Enjoy.